Damn it. Traffic is insane, darling. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Start of a new week. The start of a new week. Got my coffee. I'm happy. How you doing today? How you doing, Rhonda? How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Headed to the gym. Got a dentist appointment today. Figured I'd talk to y'all for like an hour, and then I'll go do what I need to do for me. Get on that treadmill. Get on that elliptical machine. I didn't do live yesterday, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I went live yesterday at all, which is fine. I take like a week off from doing live. Not a week, but a day off from doing live streams. I was in my own head yesterday, so I just relaxed at the park. I didn't go to church. I was supposed to go to this church that this girl recommended for me to go. I didn't go. I just took a day off for myself. That's all. We all need days like that. We all need days like that. We all need days of peace and rest. Even if you're resting inside your car, you still need a day of peace and rest. So I'm back. Good morning. Happy Monday to everybody in the chat. As soon as I'm able to stop the car at my location, then I'll read the comments. But I am not ignoring you guys. Happy Monday. I hope you guys all had an awesome weekend. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing fabulous this weekend. I was supposed to go to church and didn't. I just laid around and relaxed my spirits. I stayed at this really nice park yesterday. A lot of birds. I don't know what kind of birds they were, but it was a lot of birds in the lake, in the water. It was nice and peaceful. You know, it's wintertime, so it's like not much to do. I wish I could have got out and took a nice walk, but it's too cold. It's too cold. But yesterday wasn't too bad. I think yesterday was probably, I would say, well, it was in the 50s probably in my car, but yeah. Hope that you guys all had a good and safe weekend. And you guys do anything great or awesome this weekend? Kids are back to school, y'all. So there's a lot of traffic out here. These buses are out back again. The vacation is over. The Christmas holiday, the New Year's, all that's done. It's a thing of the past. It's over with. It's over with. I got a dentist appointment later this afternoon. I'm trying to get my teeth together. Y'all can't see in the front, but I got some work to do. Like, some work needs to be done. And I'm trying to get everything out the way for 2026. Like I said, 2026 is my year, and I'm excited about what's happening, you know? I don't share everything. I'll share things as I like when I want to. But 2026 is my year. 2026 is definitely my year of restoration. That's what I call it. My year of restoration, when things are going to be coming together for me eventually soon. Happy Monday. That's good. I hope you had a good weekend, Rondo. I'll take it over and have you watch some of your videos. Yeah, I just took a day off. I usually do social media every day, but it was so cold yesterday. And I was like, no, I just want a day of peace. I want a day of rest. Um, yeah, I was just looking at videos, looking at a lot of stuff on YouTube. I'm an avid YouTube watcher too. Like I make videos, but I also watch them too. So I'm a big watcher of YouTube as well. YouTube is like my television, so I'm looking at other people's stuff, you know. I've always been like, I think when I had my apartments in the past, I had stopped with cable television. So I ended up just watching YouTube to save money, of course, but cable has gotten outrageous. So I said I'll never have cable television again. Like, even when it's time for me to move and find my own place, I don't want cable. I just want to have just access to the internet. So as long as I have access to YouTube, I don't really need TV because I don't really watch TV like that. I can watch my movies on like Netflix, Hulu. I have a lot of DVDs that I still can watch. So I don't really even have time, to be honest. But I had a decent weekend. What did I have yesterday? Yesterday I had a tuna fish sandwich. I was in my feelings a little bit yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. In my feelings about feeling depleted of my energy of being in this situation. Like, I can't wait until this is over. You know, I can't wait. Good morning, Tracy. You have a great day too. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Did you guys have anything good to eat this weekend? Anybody go out to dinner? Let me know how your weekend was. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing good. I can't complain. I'm alive, right? I was able to get my feet on the ground out here and get started on my Monday. Y'all know Mondays are just always, I'm always off on Mondays. But even yesterday, I was supposed to do my laundry and everything. I didn't even go to the laundromat because I didn't feel like it. And the laundromat that I was going to go to, it looked a little sketchy. So I was like, we ain't going in there. Y'all know when y'all go to like a sketchy laundromat, you're like, I don't know about that place. So it was kind of sketchy. It was sketchy. I use digital antenna and get lots of channels because I don't watch TV. Okay. Yeah, I don't watch the news or anything. Any news or anything I get from social media, TikTok. I have a TikTok. I am active on all of my social medias, but YouTube is the most active. I use YouTube and I have a TikTok. I have two TikToks. And I have Facebook and I have Instagram, but I haven't been putting no content out on Facebook or anything. I want to like open myself up to all platforms, but I know a lot of people are able to find my stuff, so I don't really. One time purchase of $19. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, for the antenna, I might have to look into that when I move. But like I said, I don't even have time to really watch TV. Like, the only time I watch YouTube when I had my apartment is when I was laying around in my bed or maybe getting up, getting ready for work. I didn't really have time to even like there's no time to even watch much of anything because I was always working. I only had at the time before my life crashed down. I only had like one day off. I was working. I'm making good money, but I was exhausted because I was going from one job to the next. Never really had like time to myself. My life was crazy, and that's how it was going to be again. Unfortunately. How's it going? Good. Hi, Karen. How you doing? I'm good. Happy Monday to everybody that's in the chat. I hope that you guys all give me a thumbs up. I see 13 people watching and only see 2 thumbs up. Could you guys support the channel, please, and just give me a thumbs up? I would appreciate that. I would like for the thumbs up to always be even to how many people that are watching. So that tells me that you support my channel. I appreciate you. I thank you for that. I appreciate you for that. But yeah, y'all, I'm waiting for springtime, honey. Well, we got 2 or 3 more months of this cold weather, and then it's going to start, you know, the new life is going to start approaching. Like, everything's going to start getting beautiful again. The trees will start to grow the leaves again. The grass is going to start growing in, and you're going to have all them freaking landscapers out here. But I'm good, y'all. I had a decent weekend, at the shelter still, and just trying to figure my life out. I had to get my journal out. I have journals, but I think I put them in my storage. I have to go find my journals. They're nowhere in my car. But I'm going to go to the gym, guys, for an hour because I didn't do the gym yesterday. No gym on yesterday, so we're going back today. Y'all know how it is with me. I don't play around with the gym. That's my peaceful place, and a place where I could just slowly exercise and just feel good. You know what I mean? Well, especially when I go into the gym and I see other people waiting. Yeah, I can't wait for spring. I can't wait for new life to happen. 10 people watching, guys. It should be 10 thumbs up, please. I know I do have some trolls upon me, but it is what it is. We don't worry about the trolls, honey. I know how to ignore, and sometimes I entertain the trolls. Sometimes I give them a little entertainment, but not this morning. I'm kind of on my grind this morning. Can't give them too much entertainment. But, I don't mind the trolls. I don't mind what people have to say. I don't mind what their opinion of me is. Doesn't really matter. I'm still going to be out here living my homeless life. But yeah, I could be homeless in my car in the spring and summer and be fine. Like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I would be fine. If it was springtime, I could stay right in my car and be fine with that. I sure would. But now y'all know they're making a law to make it illegal to be homeless. So I'm like, well, if it's illegal to be homeless and people can't really afford to even pay rent, especially if they're a single person on their own, what do y'all expect us to do? You know what I'm saying? What are we supposed to do? Just wander around and then you find us in our cars. You give us a ticket for, I don't know what they call the new law for homelessness. Like, it's crazy. Like, what do you expect people to do? The thing is, they're upset because people are finding other ways to get around from paying rent. If you are a person and maybe you don't have the type of job that you have to go to a building every day and you could just do this on the road, I would do it if I didn't have other things that I was responsible for. I would live the nomad lifestyle for a few years and just live on the road and go to different states and travel. I would love to do that, but unfortunately, where I'm at in life right now, I really can't. Oh my God, is this truck like, oh Lord. But yeah, I'm not in that life space right now for me to live that type of life. But I would love to be a nomad. Just stay on the road, make my money on the road. I mean, some people, like I said, that girl, nomadic introvert, I really love her lifestyle. She could do whatever she wants. She's retired. She's not obligated to nothing. And I really like that lifestyle. Not have to worry about going to a physical building, corporate setting and all that stuff. Like, I still have a job that I have to be at. But we all know these jobs treat us like garbage anyway. I wish I could leave and get on the road. It doesn't sound right when people are getting laid off like crazy, which leads to being homeless. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. These jobs, and then the AI stuff. AI is taking over the world, taking over. I mean, there's some jobs that AI can't do, unfortunately, but a lot of customer service, customer care jobs are being taken over by computers. These jobs don't care about us. That's why I try to tell these young girls that work at my job, they're like in their 20s. I say, listen, stop all that extra stuff for these bosses. None of these supervisors care anything about any of us. I mean, go in there and do your job. Do your job the right way. Nothing wrong. I'm not telling someone to slack on their job. Do your job. Do what you get paid for, and and stay out the way. That's what I do. I do what I get paid for. I'm not doing nothing extra for nobody. Not for these. Some of these jobs people work for are multi-billion-dollar businesses, multi-billion, and they want to have the nerve to pay you a little bit more than minimum wage, as if that's enough money. And I'm not saying that they're responsible to pay us enough money so we can pay our bills. I mean, that would be great, right? But we all know that's not going to happen. You got to work like 3 jobs to even make the bills, and that's not even cutting it. So it's insane out here. I see 4 people gave me a thumbs up, and I see 10 people in the chat. Can all y'all just give me a thumbs up, please? That would be great. That would be great if I could get a thumbs up by everyone that comes here to watch. And I know probably about 4 of y'all or 5 of y'all might be a troll. And I already know the trolls are not going to give me a thumbs up. And that's okay. But guess what? I'm going to still be here every day. And we're going to still be here every day. Most of these people are probably trolls just watching. The people that say, oh, I don't even like her, but I'm not going to support her. But I'm here watching her. That's okay, baby. I come here every day. The algorithm already knows. So half of these people are trolls that's in the chat, which is weird, which is very strange. But I appreciate the people that did give me a thumbs up. I would like to get those 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 thumbs up. That's the only thing I ask for. That's the only thing I ask for. Woo! I hope the sun come out and it get warm out today. Sweat my hair out. Go get on this elliptical, sweat my hair out. That's why I can't do nothing with my hair but keep it in dookie braids. I mean, I put my hair back in a ponytail when I'm at work because I work in a corporate setting, so I have to have a uniform style. So I don't, I'm not going to walk up into the job with dookie braids in my head, but yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. I would like to get those thumbs up. 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 Do a visual journal. Yeah, I do have a journal. I think my other journal, I have a couple different journals, but I wrote in a journal today of what I need to do today. Like everything, if I write it down, I will make it happen. I know that works a lot for me. So when I write it down, even if it's something I have to do in my day, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's all in my head. Oh, I need to do this or I need to do that, or it's in my Google Calendar or whatever. But me writing it down, I really do get things done. So, and that works really good for me. Like writing it down, what I need to do in my day, writing down my goals. I have it all in my calendar, but I think the journals that I have the stuff written in is in storage. So, whenever I go out there and get to my storage, then I'll be able to go and see. But it's 2026, man. It's time to put some gasoline. It's time to put the gasoline to the fire, man. There's no stopping it. I would like to get those thumbs up. Thank you. Somebody else gave me a 5, and I see 12 people. I hope everybody that comes in here, if you guys are new here, I am a homeless woman. I live in a homeless shelter in the United States of America. And I come here and I talk about my homeless journey. I talk about what I'm going through. I talk about some of my, the things that's happening for me. I don't tell all my business. So certain things you may ask me a question, and I probably won't even answer it if I don't want to. So it depends on what you ask me. Some questions I answer and some questions I don't. So if I don't answer the question, that means I don't have to talk about it. Because there are some things on this platform that I don't speak about. So some people may watch me and they may know me in life, and that's okay too. But when you want to troll me and do little things like that, it doesn't really matter. You're just helping me get more views, so I appreciate you. But I just come here and talk about my life as a homeless woman living in shelters, being evicted out of my apartment at I got evicted out of my apartment in January of 2024. So it's been 2 years this January. This month has been 2 years that I took my eviction and I had to move out. So it was a very, very sad day for me, but I succeeded. Look where I'm at now. What have you accomplished since you've been homeless? I've accomplished a lot, even being a homeless person. So, and I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back. Everything is not always like a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes God has to sit us down, and I'm not saying the eviction is definitely not a great thing, so it's not a good thing for me, but I can guarantee y'all I'll never be like this again. Never ever, ever never, never ever never. I will never lose my house again, because when you're at the bottom of the barrel, like I say, this is ground zero for me. This is like the bottom of the pit for me. Has been the lowest that I've ever been in my life. So and it sucks, right? It sucks to be this low. It sucks to be just out here without much family support and everything. It sucks, but there's always a but in there. But you can do it, no matter what you're going through. You can get yourself, you can get your life cleaned up, and that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing, sharing my journey. Like I stayed in my car in the summertime for 34 days. Wasn't bad, but it was hot sometimes. Some nights it was hot, and I was like, damn, I'm frustrated with this. But I got to keep going, man. Can't give up. I'm not going to give up, even though some days I be wanting it. I feel like it. I can't. I can't give up. I got to keep going. We got to keep going. Got to keep going. And I'm proud of myself. I came a long way. I'm very proud of myself. I came a very, very long way. And I see so many people walking down the street that's homeless. People are homeless out here, and it's so sad to see women, men, seniors. I see a lot of senior citizens out here with no place to go. A lot of older people. A lot of people I see at the shelter are over 40 and homeless. Everybody got a different story. Every time you see a homeless person, it's not always drugs. A lot of it can be mental illness. I see mental illness in the shelter every day. I have a roommate. She got mental problems. She's like walking around the room talking to herself and, doing all these things. And I just be like, wow, Lord, please get a hold of her. Like, people that got mental problems and stuff. So I just be looking. I was like, wow, it's hard to be homeless and have mental illness, because some people got mental illness that's not diagnosed. It hasn't been diagnosed. Some things have not been diagnosed, and people are out here struggling and battling. And I care about people, so that's why I speak about it, because just such a lover of people. It doesn't matter like what race you come from, background. People are people. We're all humans out here. But I have a soft heart for people. I don't want to see nobody out here hurting or going through. But you know, the world that we live in today, you're gonna see a lot of people going through. You're gonna see a lot of homeless people. I see homeless people pushing shopping carts down the road every day. Breaks my heart. I wish I could do something to help them. But damn, you know, all the money that we have in this world, there's nothing that can be done to help the homeless people. Yes, the veterans need help, and the disabled should be first on the list. There's a lot of people. I don't know if y'all ever seen people on videos and stuff. There's a lot of homeless people living in wheelchairs, and that are homeless. I don't know if some of these people live in wheelchairs. Maybe they go to a place. Maybe they have an apartment. But some of these homeless people that live in wheelchairs are like on the streets, and I just be like, oh my god. But God is good, man. God gonna work it out. He gonna work it out for you and for me. For you and for me and the entire rain. I don't know. It's crazy out here. It's crazy and it's cold out. Yeah, money saves you. Yeah, it's so sad. Some people are in the streets in wheelchairs, but some of the people, it depends on where they're at. Some of the people that you see in wheelchairs that are probably in the city, a lot of them probably go to their apartments or whatever. A lot of them probably have housing, but there are some people in wheelchairs that don't have housing. And I'm like, how are you homeless in a wheelchair? But some of them could be drug addicts too. So we just don't never know. A lot of people that you see that are in the streets, streets, and I'm talking about people that don't go to a shelter or something. A lot of those people are chasing after drugs. It's very sad. And I'm glad that I never got myself out here messed up in no drugs or anything like that. So I'm grateful for that. But my heart just be breaking for people. And for the people that have cars, you're very lucky. And I was saying that about myself yesterday. Me just having a car, being a homeless person that has a car, that's like you're a rich person. It's like you're rich. Like I just have one up on everybody, because having a car, being in my position is the best thing ever. Because some people, when you're homeless and you don't have a car and you don't have a job, you really got to dig deep, because now you got to depend on public transportation. So now when you call an Uber or you call somebody, like, you got to pay. You got to pay to get to where you need to go. So I'm very grateful to even have a car, man. I'm very, very grateful to have a car, because having a car, being a homeless person, that's like you're a rich person. It's like you rich. When you got a car and you a homeless person, you rich. And some people tell me, oh, you're not homeless. Like, I consider myself to be a homeless person. If I don't have an address to send my mail, I'm homeless. Oh, don't put that on yourself. Don't. Yeah, I am. I live in a shelter. So anybody that lives in a shelter, obviously they don't have anywhere else to go. So, yeah. But I'm okay with everything. I'm okay with my life. I'm okay with the way things are going for me. I know 2026 is going to be my best year ever, because everything that I lost is going to be restored. Yesterday I went to a laundromat, and once I walked in, it smelled like complete, oh my God, eventually I realized it was a homeless man who was stinking up the whole laundromat. But I thought to myself, I feel bad for him, because he probably ain't even in the right mind to wash. Oh. Yeah, it's a homeless girl in my room. And I figure when you're in a shelter setting, you don't have no reason to not to shower, right? But some homeless people really be out here living in these streets, like living in the back of stores. I don't see how they survive out here in the cold. Like, I don't understand why someone has an option of going to a shelter, but they refuse. Like, I know everybody's been through different things in life, so everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own story. But it's a girl in my room that she doesn't shower. It's the transgender girl. She's trans. I guess she was born a woman, and she presents herself as a man. And you could tell she got mental illness, because one minute she's talking and nice, and then the next minute she's cursing people out and being disrespectful. But she doesn't want to shower. She never showers. She smells like crap. She has like dirty laundry piled up on her bed, and I don't understand how the shelter people even allow it. Some people ride the buses at night. Yeah, it's a shame. It's really sad, but I'm glad I'm not in that position to be like out in the elements I don't mind being in the elements in the summertime, in the spring and summer. I could ride that out. You know what I'm saying? I could ride it out if I needed to be homeless in the summertime. But in the wintertime, there's really homeless people out here that survive in this cold. I'm like, how are y'all doing it? You know, and a lot of homeless people have their own little secret spots that they stay at. So some people don't tell. You're not supposed to tell. You know, when you're in the streets, you're not supposed to tell. Hey, I stay over there. You're supposed to just hide it out. You know, hide it out. Don't tell nobody. Because once you tell people, that's when you know, could get found out. So we don't want to get found out. The people that actually stay in the streets. You could survive in the summer and the spring in the streets every night. You could. The only uncomfortable situations you have to deal with are the bugs, like the mosquitoes that's going to be biting on you all night. That's the only downside about staying like out in the elements in the spring and summer. When those mosquitoes come out in the summertime, that's the worst time. Because when I stayed in my car, the mosquitoes, sometimes I used to sit in my car at night and have the windows down just to get some air. Those mosquitoes will find me, child. And once a mosquito get in your car, girl, they're going to be biting on you all night. But I think somebody said when mosquito, I don't know if it's a mosquito, when the mosquito feeds on you, do they automatically die? Or is that a bee? Like when you get a bee sting, does the bee die automatically? I don't know how that works, but I don't know if mosquitoes die after they feed. I don't think they die. In Las Vegas, the homeless try living on the bus during the day. I wonder how they get away with living on the bus during the day. You have to pay a fare to get on, so I don't know how that works. But I guess being homeless, you're gonna find any kind of way. If you out here in the elements, you're gonna find whatever way to survive. Like some people hang around in Walmart. You know, a lot of the stores are putting homeless people out, especially if you're the type of homeless person. If you're like the homeless person that's out in the elements and you're not showering and, you know, whatever your situation is. If you're not showering and stuff, most of these places like Walmart and certain businesses, Starbucks, they're gonna put you out. If you're in there smelling, now if you're a homeless person like myself, that, you know, most people don't even know I'm homeless unless I tell them. I shower, you know, I don't look like your typical homeless person because everybody always thinks homelessness is looking at someone that look like they haven't showered in 6 months or disheveled hair and stuff. I go to work every day. I have a car, so I don't look like your typical homeless person. But a lot of us are out here too. A lot of people are homeless and you wouldn't even know it. There's a lot of people at your job right now that you sit next to every day that are homeless and they live in their cars. Some people have been in marriages, they got divorced, the wife took the house, all situations that people are going through. That's why we're never supposed to sit around and judge and talk about people because you don't know what somebody's going through, man. Mentally inside their mind, we all going through some type of war. We have all been through so much, right? You just don't know unless a person tells you. Like even my story. I talk about my story of homelessness, but y'all don't even know the half. Y'all don't even know half of the story because I haven't told it yet. Yeah, until you're in that position, you don't know the reality of living in the streets. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know the reality of living in the streets either because I haven't been there, but I know it's not good. I mean, I've been close to it. But yeah, I don't think mosquitoes die. I don't think mosquitoes die when they take our blood. I don't ever, I've been homeless in my car in the summertime for like 34 days. And I remember the last time I was, when I stayed in my car over the summer, I think it was the summer of sometime late July, early August. I think July of 2025, the ending of July of 2025, the beginning of August, I stayed in my car. I believe I stayed in my car the entire month of August. And then I went into the homeless shelter early September is when I called and they said they had a bed for me. So I stayed in my car for all that time. All I had to do, all I was responsible for doing was getting up, making sure I went to work. So I found a place that was close to my job that I could stay at every night. I had 2 different spots that I stayed at every night. I had my blankets, I had everything in my car to try to make me as comfortable as I could. But after like a month, I was like, okay, I'm tired of staying in my car. That's when I said, let me go into the shelter before it starts to get cold outside. So I believe I went in my shelter, like I went into the shelter sometime in September because it was still fairly warm outside. But I could stay in my car with no problem. The mosquitoes and heat is so bad here. It gets dangerous. Yeah, it was a lot of nights in the summertime that I was miserable inside my car because it was hot and it was like nicer outside than it was in my car. So if I knew if I got out of the car to go like take a walk, certain areas, it wasn't safe for me to be wandering the streets at night. Being a woman, being a homeless woman. Nobody knew I was homeless, so, but I was trying to stay low key. But sometimes in the car, it got hot and miserable, and I couldn't keep the windows down because the mosquitoes would come in. So I'm gonna get the nets on Amazon. You can buy like car nets that I could put over my windows or whatever. And even that's dangerous. Thank God I have like a skyline. I have a what do you call it? The window that's over top of my car, the skyline, whatever they call it. I have one of those, the rooftop, whatever. I have that, so I'm going to look on Amazon and get me some car nets because I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I don't know where I'm going to be at. So I have to always be prepared. So I want to be prepared just in case it might be sometimes in the spring or summer of 2026 I need to be in my car. I don't know. But I believe that great things are going to happen for me. But I still want to get the car nets. The mosquitoes are heating it so bad it gets dangerous. Homeless people work, have cars, and have sound minds. Yeah. Everybody's not on drugs. Everybody's not have mental illness and stuff like that. I'm in my right mind, you know. I just realized how fickle people are during that time. People just weren't where I thought they would be. How fickle people are at that time during what time? Yeah, it's a sunroof. Thank you, Lori. My sunroof. I do have a sunroof in my car. So in the summertime, if I need to stay in my car at any point in time, I'm going to always have my sunroof open. But even though in the middle of the summer, I mean, it's too hot, you're not getting no air, but having something open to get some type of, air coming in, even if it's really hot or whatever, humid. But sometimes in the summertime of last summer, 2025, it would be so hot in the middle of the night. I just wanted to get out of the car and walk around. But then I thought of, danger, like something could happen to me. And I'm out here as a woman walking around in the summertime. Somebody gonna be like, what you doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Because if you see a woman walking around in the summertime, you're either thinking either she's homeless or she's out here looking for drugs so I didn't want to put myself out there and let people notice that I was walking around. But sometimes it was nicer outside than it was inside my car. Most homeless people are not drug addicted. Yep, that is so true. And the sad part about the drug addiction, I was looking at a video the other day of, the people that go out into these neighborhoods and they interview the addicts that are out in Philadelphia, all different states. They interview people saying, well, how long you been using or whatever. So I watch a lot of those channels, but somebody was saying it was another homeless channel, and I watch a lot of homeless content of all different kind of people that are out homeless. Some people are living in their tents, and they're talking about their experience. Like one guy, he's a white older man, and he lives in a tent. I think he's somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, and he stays in a tent, and he uploads videos, talking about his experience being out there in the woods. And I'm like, I don't understand how's he surviving in that tent out there. I don't know how he has his setup, but he's doing it, and he's sharing his journey with YouTube. And I'm like, yo, that's amazing that you could even you could do that, And he got support. He got people backing him up. But he lives in a tent in the middle of the winter, in the middle of the woods, and he's out there. And I just be like, damn, brother, I really give you a lot of props. Yeah, Kensington, and they have it all over. They have a guy in Arizona that I watch. He goes out and talks to the addicts, and he gets, how did you become homeless? How did you become a drug addict? Why are you on the streets? What kind of drugs are you using? So I love to watch videos like that because I'm like, damn, and some people say, well, I was homeless and then I got into drugs. Some people are homeless and then they end up just giving up on their situation, and they say, well, I might as well get high because I'm already out here. I already lost everything. So what else am I losing? Then they digging themselves in deeper holes by now getting addicted to a drug. And I didn't see so many people in Kensington. Is just so sad. So freaking sad. It's heartbreaking to me. Yeah, I like USA Fox too. I like USA Fox. I like the guy that do a lot of people. It's a few different people that be out in Kensington, but I watch all of that content. And there's also another guy. I forget the name. Lost in Phoenix. I like watching him. I like him a lot. I think he's a Mexican guy. He's good. Because some of the people will be out here just to get views, but some of these people really be caring about these people, and it's so sad, man. Some of those people in Kensington, they be dying out on those streets, man. They perish in the streets. Some of them freeze to death. Like, it's just so sad, man. I really wish that I could do, but like I said, when I get myself together and I get my apartment and I get stable again, I feel like I want to go out and help the homeless people, but I want to go to like a church and like help feed people. You know what I'm saying? I want to put my help that way. I couldn't ever see myself going into a street of Kensington or any neighborhood like that as a woman and trying to, I don't want to do that. I don't desire, I can't see stuff like that with my eyes and it not affect my spirit. I can't see it. So I'd be like, for those guys that do that, I'd be like, yo, how is that not affecting your spirit? Because it would affect my heart. My heart would be just broken and I couldn't even like, I just couldn't. And just the only thing you could do really is pray for these people. Like I want to give back and help, but when I get on my feet, I still want to go out and help. Even if I get like a part-time job at a shelter to try to help someone, that's amazing. But I see myself helping at this point. Like I'm not going to be out here like, oh, I got my apartment. No, I'm giving back, man. Y'all gonna see me giving back, somehow giving back to the homeless. I've always given to the homeless. Like even when I had my apartment, I would be out here giving them money. If I would see somebody at a post office, they hold the door for me, I give them a couple dollars. I never disrespect a homeless person. I never look down on them and say, well, I'm better than you or whatever. Like I'm the homeless one now. I'm homeless now. Yeah, push for change for sure. Push for change for sure. It's heartbreaking out here, and it just continues to get worse a lot of the times for people. But I always try to live my life in caring for people and loving people, even if you don't have support from your family. Like y'all know my situation with my family, I'm estranged from them, but I still do love them and everything. But it's heartbreaking how people could just be so cold to you that you expect to maybe help you when you're like in a bad position. But I learned my lesson, thinking that you have family support, because a lot of the times out here you don't have no family support. When you need your family most of the time they're gonna look at you like, what you need help for? You know what I mean? So I have to, get past that, and I have. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and I get tired, and I know the other homeless people. I know they're tired. Like people that's out here in the streets homeless, they're tired because I know I am. I'm tired. I'm tired of living this lifestyle, but thank God I'm in a shelter. But the shelter could be just like being in jail, because when you go to a shelter, you're dealing with people that got mental illness, and you have to deal with those people. Because the staff members in the shelter, I was hearing the staff the other day at the shelter was saying, I'm only getting paid 15 something. Some of them are saying they only getting paid minimum wage. So I ain't worried about that. The staff members don't care because they're not getting paid enough to care. You know what I mean? And that's still no reason for a staff member that's working a job to not do their job. But most of them don't care. Most of those staff members, when I heard that guy talking the other day, like, man, they paying me minimum wage. I ain't doing nothing but just sitting here. So they don't be caring. And then some of the girls in the shelter can be a very ratchet place, man. Them girls in there don't be, they be having, the ghetto mentality. Ghetto girls, they want to sit around and bully people and all that type of stuff. I went through that when I first went to the shelter. Of course, I wasn't scared of anybody, but, it gets tired. I'm like, listen, we're all homeless. Why are y'all here trying to, have the attitude with people and be mean to somebody? Like, we're all homeless. What is the problem? But I was hearing one of the girls in my room, she was saying to another girl, she was like, listen, why don't we get an apartment together? And I guess they have a relationship. Like, I don't see myself getting into a roommate situation with anybody in that shelter, because a lot of the mentality of the girls that's in the shelter is very low. So most of them are younger girls, and I couldn't do it. I'd rather just go out and do something on my own. But some of the girls are going together and saying, hey, let's go get an apartment together. And that sounds all good, and, that sounds great. A friend of mine cooks for the homeless every Sunday. A really good man, but he passed away with the heart attack. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I want to give back for sure. I want to give back in some type of way in the future. I want to do something, but I want to get with a church that helps feed the homeless people. Maybe like in the summertime or something like that when the weather's nicer, and do something to try to help a cause. Come out here on the grounds and do something to give back, because I'm like, listen, I wasn't homeless on the street, but I am here now, so I know what it feels like, and it's not fun. What do you guys got going on today for your Monday? Anybody going to work? Anybody got school? I don't know if colleges are open again. I'll go back to work tomorrow. I got a dentist appointment today. I don't want to go to it, but I got to get this root canal situated. I got a root canal on one of my teeth that I'm not happy about, but I got to go get my teeth together. I told myself in 2026 that I got to get my teeth together. I see I got 19 people watching me, guys. Can you guys give me some thumbs up, please? Because I only got 8 thumbs up. So, only got 8 thumbs up. It's cold and rainy where you're at. Are you in like Washington State somewhere? Because I know it rains a lot in Washington State, doesn't it? I'm in the Pacific North. Okay, the Pacific Northwest, it definitely rains and it's cold. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know if he's in the Pacific Northwest. I could be wrong. I don't think he's there. I forget where he's at. I got to figure out where he's. I'm gonna look at his video and see where he's at, but he might not be in the Pacific Northwest. But I know where he's at. It's cold, and I'm like, how are you doing it in a tent? But some people, you never know how somebody can survive. Never know how someone can survive. But it's a rough time, man. And even when the summertime comes, it's even rough being homeless in the summer. Even though I say, oh, summertime is a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier if you have a car, but then again, when it gets too hot, your car turns into like an oven. So a homeless person can't sit in their hot car all day. And thank God that, I have a job, right? If you have a job and you have a car, it's a little bit more easier to be a homeless person. Yeah, we definitely need more people like him to give to people. And I bet you that guy, I bet you he was probably homeless once in his life too. You know what I'm saying? I bet you he was homeless once too. Because a lot of people that been in situations like that, it's easier for them to come out on the grounds and give back to people. Right? It's rough on both ways, and that's what I'm saying. Like with my family and stuff, certain people think that certain things can never happen to them. Your life could be great today, and tomorrow everything could fall apart. And I don't wish nothing bad even on my worst enemy. And I don't even have a worst enemy, but I don't wish nothing bad on people that I don't even really like a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like certain family members, I don't even wish nothing bad on them. I just say like this: one day you're going to understand my pain of everything that I've been through in these last 2 years being out here homeless. You're going to understand what it feels like. Because something's going to happen in your life when you look down on others. Something will happen in your life and you'll be in that situation. And then you'll be like, oh man, I remember when I looked down on her. Now look at me. Now you're the one needing help. Ain't that crazy how things happen? It's crazy how things unfold. It's crazy how things can happen to people that they look down on someone. Oh no, I can't help you because you think it's going to happen to you. I guess a lot of people are scared of homeless people because they think, oh, it's a disease. I can get it too. Like, nah, I know how to survive out here, man. I'm not a perfect person, but nobody's been getting me through this situation. Nothing but God. If I didn't have God in my life and I didn't know how to pray, man, I would be somewhere, probably in a mental institution. Because it could be sad out here. It could be lonely. It's so many different things when you're homeless. You feel alone a lot. And you can't trust people out here. You can't trust people. You can't even trust other homeless people because even sometimes other homeless people are trying to get something from you or out of you. So you just don't never know. You just don't know who to trust out here. Yeah, the dentist is definitely expensive, but I got some stuff I need to do in my mouth. Life is hard right now. It's definitely hard, but to my hour for this live stream. And then when I get to the hour, I'm gonna go in here and do my little exercise. I didn't go to the gym yesterday, but I'm back again today. But yeah, I watch a lot of homeless stuff. I watch a lot of stuff with the Kensington. I watch a lot of that content. I watch a lot of homeless people. Watch a lot of people that's living in shelters and looking at their experience and saying, I just watch it all. You never know where I can learn something from, and there's so many people in the comments that give me like I've been homeless. Some people say they've been homeless for years, and sometimes people have been homeless for like a long period of time, like years. And I understand being homeless for years, especially if you're a person and you're by yourself. Some people that's been alone have been homeless for years. You live in a tent in the city over 3 years. Oh, you do? Okay. It's rough, man. Are you still in a tent now? Are you still living inside of a tent? Hopefully you're not. I did the tent over the summertime. I bought a tent from Walmart. It was a cheap tent, right? I just wanted to see what it was like to put a tent up and see. And it was a cheaper tent. It was like $30. Oh, you're still living in the tent? Okay, God bless you. But I had bought a cheap tent from Walmart one time when I was camping. It was in the summertime, this park that I like to go to a lot. I was like, let me go buy a cheap tent and just see if I could put it up. Just an experiment. But the tent, I think one night I had put the tent up at this park that I was at. It was starting to become nightfall. So I was like, let me put the tent up and see what the experience like that of laying inside of a tent at a park. It was like basically like I was camping. Child, I was in the tent for like an hour just trying to see what it felt like to be in a tent in the middle of the summertime. Of course, you hear all the bugs and all the insects outside all night long. You hear it. And it sounds pretty peaceful to hear nature, right? But the mosquitoes was on my tent like I was a piece of meat. Child. It's a video of a woman that's been a nomad for 30 years. What channel was that? That's interesting. I watched another channel too about homeless people. It's called, I think it's called The Invisible People. I watched that channel too. And that's a pretty big channel where they talk about, you know, the homeless epidemic and, you know, what's being done about it. And right now, really much of nothing. Because, you know, a lot of people look at homeless people like, well, you put yourself in this situation, so that's your problem to get yourself out. And it is. And I did put myself in this situation. But that doesn't mean that I don't deserve housing. You know, all the rules and regulations that they have with you even getting like an apartment or something is crazy to me. Like 3 times the rent and all this stuff. Of course, we know rent is never going to go down. We know that. It's never going to go down. Yeah, I love Invisible People. It's a video of a woman has been nomad. What's the lady that's been a nomad for 30 years? If you could drop her name in the chat, I could check her out. I'm interested in people like that. I love watching people that, you know, that's in my same situation. And they make content. So some people are homeless and they don't make content. But some people are homeless, they do make content. And they're not just, because somebody said that to me, oh, you're up here for views. Like, not really, because I was doing all this homeless stuff even before I even started to get monetized or anything. I was doing all this homeless stuff before I was even monetized. Cheap RV living. Oh, yeah, okay. Buy wells, yeah. Yeah, okay. I can totally see how someone can become homeless. I definitely don't judge rent just because it keeps going. Yeah, I'm just looking for an apartment. If someone is willing, it's the rules they get in the way of just getting, yeah. I mean, I see myself probably going back to an extended stay hotel. But like I said, money is always the problem. Like, it's a financial thing. So some people always come here and say, well, how's it going with you saving and all this stuff? Really none of your business. Like, when I get an extended stay hotel, you'll see I have it, and that's going to be that. Like, I don't have to come here every day and say, oh, I got this much saved. Like, I don't share that type of stuff. When y'all see me inside of an extended stay, you're going to see me there. When you see me with an apartment, I'm just going to share and say, hey, I got a place. I don't get into intimate details of what I save, how much I save, this and that, like what my bills are. Like, just because I'm homeless does not mean that I don't have bills to pay. Like, I still have major bills that I'm still responsible for paying every month, just like a person that lives in a house. I just don't have to pay rent. So I still have responsibilities. Just because I'm homeless doesn't mean I'm living out here high off the hog. I have to worry about, you know, supplying myself with food, having gas in my car, paying my car utility bills. Like, I still have bills to pay. It might not be a lot. My main bill is just not housing, which is amazing, right? But I'm also like, since I don't have housing, I'm having to live this lifestyle of being in the shelter, keeping my mouth shut, not reacting to people so they can throw me out. Like, it's not fun being out in this situation. And I don't blame it on nobody but myself. I put myself in this situation. So I don't sit around here and poo and moo and say, who's going to do something for me? No, I don't do that. I get out here every day and I get to it. But there are some days, like yesterday, I was feeling depleted. I was like, you know, I'm tired of living like this, but there's really nothing I can do but keep doing what I'm doing, thank God. And thanking God that I was able to monetize my YouTube channel, and thank God that I have people that are nice enough to donate. People have been donating to me. I've been, you know, I'm monetized now, which is great. So this is another form of income for me, but it's still not enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. No one understands until it happens to them, and to remain healthy and mentally and well takes pure strength. Amen to that. Most people are one paycheck away, unexpected life event. Yeah, you never know. That's why you always have to help people. And I'm talking about more like family. Like I have more people that are strangers that have sent me, cash apps. And I never ask. Y'all know I don't ask anybody for anything. I only ask you to do is give me a thumbs up and share my video if you like to, and give me a thumbs up or whatever. But I never ask people. But there's been people out here in my journey that have been nice enough to donate to me, and I never even asked for money. So I put that out there as a blessing. That's a blessing, because I have strangers that has done more for me in my situation than someone in my own family that we carry the same bloodline. So, and that's hurtful because it could be crazy out here in the streets. It's very lonely. Like even yesterday, I was feeling depleted. I was feeling tired of being in this situation, but there's nothing that I can do about it, but just keep going. Like, you know what I mean? Keep going, keep trying to find this second job, keep trying. Because even these jobs, they say they're hiring and they don't even call you back. Everybody say they're hiring. And then when you get in there, even if you get an interview, you'll just be freaking lucky. But I don't give up. I still come out here and put my best foot forward every single day, because I know that better days are coming. Better days are coming all the time. Better days are always ahead for me. So, and I know that 2026 is going to be my best year, because it's going to be the year that I'm going to find respite. It's going to be something that's going to come for me. You know what I'm saying? A program, like something's going to pop up for me, and it's going to make it a little easier for me to get what I need to get. So I'm grateful. I like Offended Outcast too. I watch him, the older guy. Yeah, some of the RV stuff is they messing with the RVers too. They're torturing the RV life. Yeah, I watch Offended Outcast too. If y'all ever want to go watch somebody too, his name is Offended Outcast. He's a good guy. I watch him a lot as well. Yeah, the cities are treating the RVers bad too. I think the only chance you have of living a nomadic lifestyle is not having a big giant RV. I think it's like having a car or like a van or something like that. I think you can get away with it a little bit more that way when you have a car that's easier to get around. Because some people, I be seeing these girls with these big giant buses, and I'm like, how do you get those big buses? Like, how are you stealthy with a big giant bus, but you're not going to have the police knocking on your car? And if you see a big giant bus that's made up, that looks like an RV, and it's a big long school bus, how do you get away with that without the cops stalking and bothering you? I just started watching Offended Outcast the other day. Yeah, I like him. I like Offended Outcast. I watch him too, because he talks a lot about like retirement and living, trying to save your coins. But he speaks a lot of I watch a lot of people that live in the mountains, and they have cabins, and they're out of society. They're just away from it all, and that's the kind of lifestyle I would love to live. But I would also love to be around people every now and again. But I wish I could leave society, like just get away from all this, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck out here right now. So I have other responsibilities that I don't talk about, and I don't have to, but I have other things that I'm responsible for. So I can't just leave society. But if I could, I would. Mountain Living, I like him also. He has his own land, and another channel called The Dog Man. Okay, I gotta check him out. I'm always open to check other people out. I love the off-grid lifestyle. Like I said, the black woman, nomadic introvert. I love watching her, because when I watch her, I feel like my life is like free. I feel free when I watch some of these people. I feel like I'm free. Like I don't have to go to work, and a lot of these people make money on social media platforms, and they travel, and they also get pensions or retirements, or like I said, this one guy, I don't know if you guys knew that story of that guy. He took out his 401k. He was working at a car dealership, or I think he was like, he worked in the automotive department at his job. I don't know. It was a big chain, probably like somewhat like Pep Boys. So he had a 401k. I think he said he was working at his job for like 6 years, and he took out his 401k and he bought a boat, and he started sailing the seas, and he ended up somewhere in Hawaii or somewhere over there. And he just, I haven't been catching up on his story lately, but he took out his 401k because he felt
like work was killing him. He took out his 401k, he quit his job, he bought a boat with all the money that he had in his 401k, and he went and sailed the seas and started living his life. He was on a sailboat and just got away from society that way. He bought a boat, and he's making money on social media because he attracted so many viewers because of his lifestyle, because of what he chose to leave society and just travel. But he decided to go in the water. And I was like, yo, and you did that by yourself? You know, that's amazing. I wish I could do something like that, but I would be so scared to sail the seas. Like, I would be so afraid that, like, you know, but he did it. And I'm proud of him. I haven't really caught up with his story because I have to go back and update myself on his story, but he got his 401k. He had enough money to buy a boat, and he left his job. He's like, my job was killing me. Like, literally, my job was killing me. I have been watching boondocking nomadic content since I was 13 or 14. Nomadic Fanatic, I think, was one YouTuber. I was living in the car until I just got fed up with the cost also. Yeah, it could be costly even living in your car too, because you have to constantly, it's a constant battle of what am I going to eat today. And even when I was living in my car in the summertime, I just made a thing, like, I wasn't eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I only just did one meal a day. I always kind of had my coffee every morning, but I will always eat like in the noontime around like 12 or 1 o'clock. I would have something, and that would be my meal for one day. Because like whatever you do is going to be costly and it's going to be expensive, because you have to worry about gas and all that. But like I said, if you're a person that has a job that you have to go to every day, like myself, I have to be at my job 5 days a week, and I'm looking for more, you know what I'm saying? I do my YouTube stuff, and I'm still looking for another. All I need is another part-time job, and I can go to the extended stay. I mean, I make money and stuff off of YouTube, but YouTube money is always up and down. It's nothing guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that I'm going to make $500 every month. It's not guaranteed that I'll make $1,000 every month. It's not, nothing is guaranteed on social media. No way living is easy nowadays, Chris, but you do live life on your own terms. Nancy Wilson, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? We're all having a good conversation about like RV living, just living off grid and stuff like that. So we're having a good conversation. I love talking about this because I watch a lot of this content. From Dallas. Hello, Nancy from Dallas. I hope everybody's doing good. I enjoy the conversation, guys. I'm better off having conversations more so when I'm like parked, when my car is parked and I'm able to like sit down and talk, because, you know, I watch a lot of nomadic stuff, a lot of people leaving society. And just like I said, this one guy, he had went and he bought a boat. He cashed in on his 401k. He said he felt like his job was killing him. So he was like, I got a 401k. Hello from Detroit, Chris. How you doing? He said, I tapped in my 401k, and he went and bought a sailboat, and he went and sailed the oceans. He ended up somewhere in Hawaii. And I haven't really been following his channel recently, but I like the fact that he was like, my job is killing me, man. And then he just found fame on social media. And then, you know, when you find fame on social media and you get views and stuff, people love your story. They'll support you. Like, people will support you. And people do a lot of social media content, and they can survive off of that. Thanks for discussing your personal journey with me and other people. Oh, no problem. No problem. I want to be, even when I get housing, whether it's an apartment or an extended stay hotel room or whatever may happen in my future, I'm still going to share. Like, I'm still going to share my journey. I'm still going to talk about my issues. I don't talk about everything because I don't feel like I need to be up here telling all my business, you know, with this or that. So some people ask me questions, and sometimes I just ignore the question because I don't have to share every intimate detail in my life. I don't have to tell people how much I got saved up, or I don't have to tell certain things. So I don't let people bully me into, oh, you have to tell us this. No, I can tell you what I want to tell you. I can tell you what I want to share. I share what I want on this channel, and that's that. And it's mainly me sharing my journey, because this is a journey, and it's not easy. But I don't come here and cry and whine, and I don't have my hand out like asking people for, you know, you got some people that be up here naturally begging every day. They're beggars. I haven't asked anybody for not $1. But the only thing I do ask people for is that when you come into the room, can you please give me a thumbs up? That's all I ask for. A thumbs up. And if you want to share my story, if you have somebody that you know that may be homeless, share my channel with them. Send it to them through a text message and say, hey, check her out. Send my channel to someone. That way I can get more people to come here and see what's going on in America that this struggle that's out here with this homeless stuff. Like, it's not a joke. This is not a joke. Like, even yesterday, I was feeling depleted. I was like, I'm tired of living like this, man. But this is my fault. I put myself in this situation. I could have done something differently to have a different result, but I chose to do this. So this is why I'm in this situation. So that's why I don't never, I took an accountability for my actions a long time ago. So it's hard. It's definitely hard. But I tell you what, like I said in the past, like, I will never be homeless again, ever. Guess what? I used to be homeless at one point before moving to Texas 4 years ago from Providence, Rhode Island. Oh yeah, I think you told me that the other day. Being where you are, will they help you find a place? They're not really helping. They don't really help a lot of people that's out here making money on their own. They only help the people that are on government assistance. They help those people more than they would help me. And those are the people that they help more. Let me tell you something. The people that they're helping are the girls that sit in a shelter and sleep all day. Those are the ones that's getting the help. Those are the ones that's getting the help. The girls that sit around and smoke cigarettes all day and the ones that are flopping. Someone like me, I guess they figuring I can get it out of the mud because I get up and go to work every day. So they don't help a lot of people that's making their own money because they don't benefit. They don't benefit from having me in the shelter. They benefit more from having the girls that are collecting government assistance because they get some kind of money out of that. Yeah, it's backwards. The system is backwards. They'll support like, I can go quit my job and get on, but I'm not going to quit my job and go on government assistance just to get housing. I'm just not willing to do that because I have bills that I have to pay. I have a car payment. I'm not going to go, let me go quit my job so I can get a government check to get housing. You know how long that would probably still take me? Another 6 months to a year. I just don't want to lose everything I have to get government assistance just to get housing. I'd rather just get it out the mud, figure it out the way I've been figuring it out, and going with my life that way. Like, I'm going to get out of this situation. Even if I end up back in a hotel room, that's a step, Even if I end up back in a hotel room, that's a step in the right direction for me. So I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I just don't share my journey with people that I work with and everything like that. But I'm not ashamed to talk about what I'm going through. This is my life. So working people pay so much in Texas but can't get any. No, they don't want to help us. I'm telling you, at the shelter, if you work, they look down on you for that because they get more benefits from you collecting government assistance. They get some kind of money from that. And the people that's in there that's like disabled, I understand helping the disabled, helping the veterans, but people like me need help too. But they cater more to the girls that are on government assistance. You have to get emergency assistance for them to try to help you with anything. Yet they told me I got to go into the shelter system to get a community housing placement. Yeah, I mean, I could quit my job today, but what's that going to benefit me? I'm trying to move ahead in life. That's moving backwards for me because I've been at my job for a little bit of time. I'm older, so I'm trying to stay somewhere. I'm not trying to be bouncing around from job to job. Like, yeah, I could go and collect government assistance, but that's opening up a whole nother can of worms. And I'm really trying to get out. I don't want to be in that shelter anymore as long as I can take it. I don't want to be there now. So no, I'm going to get it out the mud, baby. If I got to get out here and fly a sign every day, like them homeless people be out here asking for money, I might have to go fly a sign one day a week. Who knows? Because they be getting money too. And I know that's a form of begging, but I don't know. You got to do what you have to do to make money, man. You got to do I used to give people that flew signs. I would give them money. Sometimes it depends on, what I had in my pocket. Because I don't really carry cash around me, but I never even judge the people that flew signs because some of them people that be out there flying signs, they're not even homeless. Some of them just go out there to make some extra money. Hey, if that's what you want to do and people want to donate to you, good. Because I might have to fly me a sign once a week. I don't know. On a Friday, I might have to fly me a wood sign. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how bad things can get? But listen, I ain't judging and talk about nobody because I'm in a bad situation myself. So you have to do what you have to do out here to get where you need to get in life. Expensive. Things are so expensive out here today, man. I go to McDonald's and flip burgers. I mean, before I do anything drastic, I'm definitely gonna go to fast food and flip burgers if I need to. I don't care. I don't have no shame in my game. If I gotta go to a fast food restaurant to do what I have to do, I'm gonna do what I have to do to pay my bills. But everything costs money, so nothing's free. Nobody's gonna just say, hey, you look like you need some money. Like, that's not gonna happen. we're gonna have to get it out the mud. And it's hard to get it out the mud because, you know, it's possible for you to find a room to rent in someone's home. Not right now. I'm not really looking for anything. I'll probably just go to an extended stay. I had such a bad experience with renting from roommates and all that stuff. I'll just probably end up back at the extended stay. I'm on Section 8 and I hate paperwork, but I definitely filled it out. I have a child with autism. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, good for you. At least you somewhere warm and you have your own place. Just keep whatever you have, keep it. Try your best to keep it. Try your best to keep it. I don't really want to rent anything right now because I want to have this second job set up for myself. Like, I do make money off of YouTube, but like I said, YouTube money is inconsistent money. It's not going to always be a certain amount every month. It's inconsistent. So I don't really want to even depend on YouTube money because YouTube money is upside down. Being on HUD housing is not what I need at this time. Okay. I just want to get this second job somewhere. Once I get this second job, I'm good. I can just go find an extended stay. And that's what I plan on doing. I really don't want to go the roommate route anymore or, you know, depend on someone else and be in someone else's space. I have seen a lot of rentals, but like I said, I need a second job. When I have my second job and I have that second stream of income, then I can move forward and, you know, but right now I don't have it. So when I get the second gig, I can move out. I can move out when I get my first paycheck because I know I have that second stream of income. I just need more income. I don't want to go off and say, oh, God will fix it, God will work it out and stuff. I just want to be sure that I have the money that I need to pay for a housing or for a roommate. I want to make sure the money is going to be available all the time. I don't want to just go off on a whim and say, oh, maybe I'll get a job. No, I want to have the job. I want to have my hours. I want to have my days that I'm working. And then I could say, okay, well, now I can go get the place I need to get. There's a limited time you can stay at the shelter. Yeah, they say you can stay for like 60 days. The thing about being on HUD is that you can't make any amount over $4,000 per month. Oh, okay. Over 80% of Americans live one paycheck to paycheck. For sure that is, because look at me. But guys, I'm at the gym. So I'm gonna go talk to you guys later, okay? It's cold in Toronto. Just go back to main character. But I'm gonna talk to you guys later, okay? I'm gonna go in the gym and do my exercise. I have to go to a dentist appointment later, so I'll talk to you guys later, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have an awesome day. I'll see you soon, okay? I'll be back later on tonight. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Thank you. Have a good day as well.